Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Delta Tango Mike with another Thriving Artist Art Life short. I'm getting better at saying it. Today is day 22. Woo, I gotta check. These days are all blending into together. It is start now, 2020, January 22nd, and we gotta keep moving, keep moving. Today's message is all about dedicating your time, focusing your energy, and producing consistently. So there's the whole focus is about investing your time into your craft. Whatever it is that you're about, whatever it is that you say you want to do, you need to be consistent. You need to be focusing that energy into this thing that you say you want to do, and you need to dedicate chunks of time. So so as an example about what that means to me is that when I'm working on some paintings, when I'm working on some an exhibit, a series, I have to have hours of chunk that I can sit down and just focus on it and work on it and work on it. And I need to string days together so that I can get into that zone and stay in that zone. Now, there are different days for different things, and I work on different projects, and there's different responsibilities that come along. I have a family, I have a wife, I have children, grandchildren, business, different clients, different collaborations that I'm working on. And so there's going to be days and evenings and mornings that are going to take you in and out of that zone, out of that focus. But there's going to be a part of your calendar that you're going to have to chunk out. Look into your calendar and chunk out hours at a time and say, this is the time that I'm dedicating into this project. There's a couple experts that say a couple things about what it takes for you to succeed in your career, in your field, in your industry. So Gary Vee says that for 18 months you should eat very little, struggle, and save to focus on doing this thing that you want to do. Malcolm Gladwell says it takes 10,000 hours to get good at what it is that you want to be good at, or to become an expert, something like that, to master something. You know, and the truth is that however you want to measure it, the more you put into it, the fact is that's what you're going to get out of it. You can find out who you are by experimenting. You can find out what you really like or what you need or what you're really interested in by experimenting. But it's going to take those long periods of dedication for you to find out if this thing is going to actually work. Now, the fact that being an artist is hard, yes, it's true. The fact that being an artist, you can be successful at it, that is also true. And there's lots of artists out there who are successful at their careers. So whether or not this art thing works or not, that is not a question. It's more about whether or not you can do this for you. You can do this for yourself in your career. Can you do it? Can you hang in there long enough? You have to work at this. You have to invest your time. You have to dedicate your time into it to make it happen. I'm 20 years in. I work in digital medium. I work in traditional mediums. I do tattoos. I do murals. I paint on canvas. I have very diverse type of projects. They're all art. They're all creative, but they're different types of mediums and levels of involvement. And that's because I've taken 20 years to get to this point. When I first started, it was all tattoos. That was it. I was drawing, tattoos, drawing, tattoos. Drawings because I loved it and enjoy it, but also it was training so that I can do better tattoos and get good at the drawing part so that I could just experiment and do amazing things when it came to tattoos. And it took years and years of tattoos before I actually then had time to step back and say, well, what else do I like? I like painting. So then I started investing some of my time into painting. So it was drawing, tattoos, painting. Then I got into graphic design and doing websites. Well, it was tattoos, painting, drawing, painting, and then, you know, websites and flyers and graphic illustration. And so as time's gone on, I've added things to what I do. And so now my career is full of all kinds of different projects. I worked in animation projects, a couple of them, and I'm not an animator. I never went to school for animation. I just did it. I was just part of the project. I did the art. They asked for me. They asked for my art. I provided it, and now it's an animation. It all took time to build one right after the other. And what we don't want to do when we're starting our art career is have a diverse list of things that we want to do, and then spend one day doing one thing, spend another day doing another thing, another day doing another thing, or 1 month doing thing. And so next thing you know, you have all these different projects in very different industries that you're working on, and you see very little progress. So focus on a thing. Make sure that you invest all the time that you can into it and watch it take off. All right, so that's all I got to say to you today. Find out who you are by experimenting for long periods of time. Dedicate your time, focus your energy, and produce consistently. This is Delta Tango Mike. Check me out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Patreon. Delta Tango Mike. I am the creative genius on Behance and on LinkedIn. I'll be going live on Behance this week, and I'll be going live on Facebook tonight, drawing some skulls with Sketchable. All right, if you want more of this advice, go on out to YouTube, Art is King, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram, ArtIsKing_ATL. Talk to you tomorrow.